About a year ago, I talked about how you can commit several war crimes in Hoi 4, but if you want to commit acts against God that are out of this world, you're going to need to play Space Hitler Simulator, also known as Stellaris. In Stellaris, you can play as one of many galactic empires that wants to either bang or murder every other empire. So sit back and let me tell you about another garbage Paradox game. But before we begin, yes you, should subscribe. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and fun fact, most people aren't, so consider subscribing. Do it. So, how does Stellaris even work? Well, before the game even starts, you have to build an empire. You see, when you create a nation, you get to customize a large amount of stuff, from what they look like, what the fuck, to how much they want to commit unspeakable atrocities. Normally, higher is better. Okay, so you've started your game, now what? Well, Stellaris is the ultimate European simulator in that you expand and colonize. Nice. So, you have a bunch of numbers up here. What are these? Well, energy credits are how rich you are, so if you want to be like the US, you should always have a deficit of them. Minerals are raw resources that are used to make buildings and other constructions. I recommend pulverizing a few planets and their inhabitants. Food is just food. Besides, a little famine never hurts anyone. Consumer goods are things that make your population happy. Stuff like a TV, sick gaming computer, or, my favorite, strap-on dildo, realistic dildo, strap-on strapless, G-spot, silicone dildo harness. When's that coming? Yeah. You have alloys that are used to make ships and planet annihilators, and influence, which allows you to enact laws and claim land as leader. Over here you have a bunch of garbage, most of which isn't important, except these three. Let's start with technology. As you can see, there are 3 types of research: physics, society, and engineering. Physics accounts for most of the sci-fi bullshit you can make. Society allows you to research things like how to make your population fuck faster. And engineering allows you to exterminate others faster. Here you have traditions, which will allow you to do more sci-fi bullshit such as crossbreeding or, this thing. This screen right here is where you sell your population's food for money. Who needs to eat when you have profit? Starting out, you must expand. To do this, you will need all the previously mentioned materials and no ethics. Then, you can consume the nearby area. And would you look at that? A planet. Planets in Stellaris are powerful. They will fuel your economy with the highest efficiency and lowest living conditions imaginable. To expand further and make our own population suffer even more, we will need to acquire more planets, which are haphazardly placed across the map. When does the consumption end? Never. Which will lead you to grand conflicts with other empires. Speaking of which, when playing, other empires will spawn in your galaxy, which varies from furry to not a furry. Most of which won't like you enslaving your own population or theirs. Once they find out about the labor camps, they will come for you. Just like any good corporation, I'll bring my personal army and kill anyone attempting to unionize. Stellaris has a few weapons and ways to fight. What are these? Well, there is... Seaman, got that? In case you didn't, I'll summarize. In Stellaris, there are 3 types of health: shields, armor, and hull. And those weapons cater to specific types of health. Also, weapons come in different sizes. Larger weapons generally use more power and deal more damage. This phase is known as the bitch boy phase, since other empires are a genuine threat that will kill you and your tiny as shit empire. I recommend rushing destroyers as they will save your ass. Once you've colonized a few planets, made some exotic gases, and have properly consumed, things become a lot harder and more interesting. Basically, the game goes from conquering the great unknown to conquering your neighbor through a little bit of imperialism. See, you always need more because Stellaris is built on perpetual growth from finite resources. Therefore, other empires can and will try to fuck you to get it. Therefore, we must preemptively fuck them first. For example, I could colonize more planets, or I could do a little bit of trolling with this empire right here. I think you know what the right answer is. Anyway, so remember these. Well, some of them allow you to build massive structures and other things. Okay, so, well, these are how you become very overpowered, and can dick over every other empire. Nice. What can you build? Well, you can make, with DLC, big habitats that for the most part suck balls, Halo Ring, Sun Sphere that is not broken, big science building in space, NSA headquarters, sci-fi bullshit, disappointment, the Pentagon, UN building, and big shipyard. Unlike many games, Stellaris has a defined endgame, also known as the oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, what the hell do, I am so boned period. See, as you commit many war crimes, God gets angry. And so starting in a defined year, configured in this bullshit panel, things start to go south. one of three things can happen. First is a Prethorn Scourge, which gives what the fuck energy, or is to hentai artists arousing. Anyway, this goopy demon spawn consumes everything, and then what is consumed becomes a producer, making more goop, which will either kill you or get bugged out and get stuck. I give it a fucking burn it with fire out of 10. Second, we have the Shadow Demons, also known as extra-dimensional invaders. These are the generic sci-fi bullshit antagonists that come from somewhere and spawn from portals. Yeah, they're quite boring. Third and finally, we have the literal robot overlords that will murder you and your family for the war crimes you've committed. They will kill anyone not like them, and permanently try to expand based on their unifying factor of their species. So, Hitler robots. How the fuck is this E10+? Finally, if you've shelled out enough money for Paradox, you can become the Crisis and quite literally become Space Hitler.
Yeah, I'm about to break a whole check, yeah. In my mellow jersey, no go, no back, yeah.
Like any good game, Stellaris has mods that can be either very good or very bad. Like I have previously, I will show you some of my favorite mods and give a brief description. Animaris anime conversion, hot and horny. Beautiful universe, improves the game's graphics by a lot, but try running it. Planet diversity, looks quite nice, but is slightly annoying. Ethics and Civics Classics dopes the fuck out of the default ethics and civics systems. I can finally make a living hell. Oh my god. Also, you could technically make an anarchist or libertarian society that's more egalitarian than in the base game, but come on, totalitarianism, man. Anyway, that's about it. If you want to play Space Hitler Simulator, don't pay full price, don't be dumb, just wait for it to go on sale on Steam. Besides that, thank you for watching, and subscribe. Goodbye.